Are you turning 65 and in your final years of work and you have an HSA as part of your insurance plan with your group healthcare insurance? If so, you're like me. That's what I have. And I learned a couple valuable lessons this year as I was trying to sign up for Medicare or figuring out whether or not I had to sign up for Medicare. And I'd like to share with you just 3 or 4 things to keep in mind as you head toward your last year of work, like I'm doing. I'm Dan Koopman, and I'm in my final year of work as a college dean. I loved my career. I love the work I do, but it's time for me to basically get everything in order during my last year. And I'm a bit of an overthinker. So as I planned out my final year of work that I'm ready to begin, I was very concerned about signing up for Medicare because I had heard that if you don't sign up, you're going to get a 10% penalty, like per month, I guess. It's a significant penalty. I don't know all the details, but I just know that I was told repeatedly, when you turn 65, you've got to sign up. If you don't, they're going to penalize you. But there's so much out there, and the Social Security Administration is really not allowed by regulation to give a bunch of advice. They are just there to tell you what you're supposed to do and then if there are penalties. And so I'll just tell you a quick story of how I've saved thousands of dollars and how I can now in my final year continue to keep my HSA as well as keeping Medicare happy, okay? And not paying any penalties. First and foremost, if you're working at a job that has an HSA, you absolutely know the advantage of it, of having one. So I'm not going to go into that. You know that they're just a great instrument, and people that have them want to keep them. So as I began seeing the material coming in from the Social Security Administration, insurance companies reminding you that, hey, you're turning 65 and they want to sell you Medicare Advantage plans or supplemental plans. You're going to get them. Trust me, they find you. So I was getting a little nervous about, man, I want to do this right. I don't want to screw up, because I had talked to other folks who've already retired that have had to pay a lifetime penalty. The current premiums this year, just to pause a moment, for Medicare Part B, that's the first part that most folks pay for, is $174 and change for the standard income range. It can be slightly higher if you're a high income earner. And then of course there's Part D and other, there's supplemental plans that you can pay for when you retire. But just to kind of put a fine point on this, there's definitely cost considerations when you do sign up for Medicare that the average person that's in their final years of work, you're kind of bracing for that. There's a mystery. And I've had so many friends come to me saying, hey, Dan, I understand you're signing up for Medicare. What do I need to know? And so I was just surprised there were so many people that I'm working with that are close to my age that they're just relying on what they're being told. So you really can make some mistakes. Here's a few mistakes I made, and here's how to correct them, and I'm going to go through them really quickly. First and foremost, if you are working full-time, enough to qualify for group healthcare at whatever place you work that has, I believe, 20 employees or more, and it's a regular recognized group healthcare plan, you do not need to sign up for Medicare at all. Unlike me, who thought I had to say hi or somehow raise my hand to Medicare and say, I'm here, don't penalize me. You don't have to do that. You don't have to communicate with them at all. You just keep working and you just keep your insurance in place. That's it. And keep making contributions to that awesome HSA and keep putting money in the bank. Second thing is when you do retire, or quit work and you're age 65 or older, you have an 8-month what they call special enrollment period or exception period. I can't remember the exact phrase, but it's 8 months for you then to say hi to Medicare and sign up for whatever parts you want to sign up for. Again, there are penalties if you don't sign up for Part B and D and the others. But it's really quite simple once you get to that point. And then you can start making those appointments with your financial advisor in terms of for your healthcare needs. Some of you, of course, hopefully have had a good financial plan. And when you're 65, I'm hoping that that's all in place for you. But long story short, folks, I signed up for Medicare Part A and B thinking that I had to say hello to people at the Medicare office. You don't. They don't care. They've got their own friends. You don't need to say anything to them. Just sign up for Medicare after you retire or when you stop working, and keep contributing to your HSA, because I signed up for these parts A and B, and then I had to go back to the office and unsign up. So let me tell you briefly how you do that. If you sign up by mistake, like I did, and you have your HSA and you want to keep it, you simply go to your local office. It's like the DMV, so brace yourself. Breathe, meditate, whatever you need to do after you get your little number. They'll call your name, and then you go up and let them know, hey, here's my information. They already have your social security number, that kind of stuff, before you even go to the window. And you say, I think I signed up for Medicare by mistake, and I would like to undo it because I have a group healthcare insurance plan where I work, and I plan on continuing working. They will then provide you with, I believe it's a Form 521, and that will undo everything that you need to do in terms of Part A, Part B, etc. And you're good. And they will also remind you at that time about the 8-month special sign-up window of time when you do choose to retire or quit work. It's that simple. Save those thousands of dollars that you're going to get either from your employer or your ability to contribute tax sheltered into an HSA. It's probably one of the best instruments I've seen for folks that are getting ready to retire, because the last thing I'll share with you is the beauty of the HSA is you can use whatever savings you have in that account to pay for your future premiums of either a supplemental plan or your Part B or your Part B and D, if that's what you're going to sign up for. So take advantage of the HSA, keep working, keep your group healthcare plan in place, and don't make the mistake I made. Thanks, and have an awesome day.